Hello, this is Dr. K. Today I'll be conducting Jojo Nowinski's interview. Alongside me, my shadows today will be Blaka Flocka and SK Place, and my colleague today will be Evelyn Maya. Behind us, supervising with Dr. Honcho, just in case he wants to be a part of it. Jojo, how you feeling today, man?
I'm good. I'm good, man. How you doing?
That's good, man. I'm good as well. So we're gonna go ahead and do your interview real quick. Can I have you throw up your macros for me first, from top to bottom, and make sure you have all 20 in order? Alrighty, thank you for that, Jojo. I'm gonna go ahead and read you two sets of rules. This is gonna be the HP and RP. My colleague Evelyn is gonna read you the MD rules. If you have any questions after every set of rules, I'll go ahead and stop and ask you. Okay.
Copy.
HP rules are gonna be: do not resuscitate patients on any streets surrounding hospital, PvP, blue territory events, or army base. Do not serve patients who have their weapons drawn. Do not stand or sell on the main lobby floor. Do not go AFK while on duty. 3-day ban, demotion, and all funds returned. Only 2 staff members may be at each desk in rank order from brown, maroon, blue, white, and then green. Up to 3 may line up down the hallway, also in rank order. If your medication wait time is over 5 minutes, go on emergency calls or med deliveries. If the wait is under 5 minutes, wait in the cafeteria. Do not use the front door. Only rank 6 or up may enter through the front, and only rank 7 and up may use the front parking lot. Do not spawn the bus. You must have the permission of the DCP, which is Deputy Chief Physician, or CP, Chief Physician's permission. Radio checks are mandatory. Keep an eye on the chat and always reply with a 10-4 copy macro. You cannot attend the PvP territories without a rank 7 or higher. Do you have any questions for the HP rules?
No, sir. No, sir.
Alrighty, RP rules are as follow. RP 13, Faction NRP. Non-RP behavior within game factions, including unlawful release of prisoners or execution of civilians by the police, punishment, exoneration from the faction, and or from 30 minutes in one-state jail up to 3-day ban. RP 14, sexual harassment. Any form of non-consensual sexual actions, including simulations and explicit dialogues or actions, use of ethnic and or LGBT plus slurs or excessive attention. All sexual actions require OOC consent. Such actions should not occur in public or frequently visited areas. Punishment, 60 minutes mute or 24 hours up to 30-day ban. RP 15, disruption of faction operations. Intentionally provoking faction members for entertainment or disrupting faction operations is prohibited. Punishment, 30 minutes in one-state jail. RP 16, criminal act against emergency personnel. Any criminal act towards emergency medical personnel are prohibited. Punishment from 90 minutes in one-state jail up to a 12-hour ban. Do you have any questions for the RP rules?
No, sir. No, sir.
Alrighty. Dr. Evelyn, can I have you read the MD rules, please?
Yeah, sure. MD medical faction rules. MD1 refuses to provide medical assistance. Refusing to provide medical assistance, including performing CPR or giving meds without a justified RP reason, as long as there is no threat to the medic's life, including simulation of situations when armed players are present at the scene. Punishment will be 1 reprimand from the faction leadership. MD2, providing medical aid during dangerous situations. Selling medication or resuscitating players in situations that threaten the life and health of both the medics and the player, including but not limited to during an escalating conflict, an active shootout, a turf war, etc. Punishment will be 1 warning from the faction leadership. MD3, compliance with project rules. Medical personnel are required to comply with all established project rules. Punishment will be from 1 warning to 1 reprimand from the faction leadership. MD4, improper RP behavior. Failure to adhere to RP rules when interacting with players while providing medical assistance or communicating with faction colleagues. Punishment will be 1 warning from the faction leadership. MD 4.1, disrespectful behavior. Disrespectful behavior towards any player. Punishment will be 1 reprimand or dismissal at the discretion of the faction leadership. MD 4.2, non-compliance with orders. Failure to comply with leadership orders or to observe the chain of command within the faction. Punishment will be 1 reprimand from the faction leadership. MD 4.3 Assault on civilians. Assaulting civilians with a taser, weapon, or fist without an RP reason. Punishment will be dismissal from the faction. Dismissal from the faction. MD5 Use of weapons. Medical personnel are strictly forbidden from using any weapons. Punishment will be dismissal from the faction. MD6 Criminal activity. Intentionally associating with gangs committing major crimes including but not limited to theft, vandalism, murder, or joining factions during activities where medic participation is not intended. Punishment will be dismissal from the faction. MD7 Use of service vehicles for personal purposes. Using official medical transport for personal travel when not on duty, including for civilian jobs. Punishment will be one warning from the faction leadership. MD 7.1 Use of personal vehicles. Using personal vehicles instead of service vehicles to perform faction duties. Punishment will be one warning from the faction leadership. MD 8 Unauthorized issuance of recovery notes. Issuing medical certificates for monetary compensation. Punishment will be one warning from the faction leader. So basically, it means you can't sell medkits or pills outside the hospital, but you can give a medkit after you finish doing a CPR on a player when you're on a CPR run. Do you have any questions on the MD rules?
No, man.
No, man.
I'll pass it back to Dr. Keo.
Thank you, Dr. Evelyn. All right, Jojo. Since you have no questions for the rules, we're going to go ahead and ask you a set of 10 questions. I'm going to start off with asking you two. I'm sorry. I'll ask you four. My colleagues will ask you two each. First question is going to be, what made you want to join the medical faction?
I got tired of just being a no tag. I wanted to join the faction, be a part of something, and grow.
Okay, I like that answer. Second question for me will be, so far since you've been a green scrub inside of the medical faction, what has been the hardest part for you as a medic?
Keeping up
with CPR kits and med kits.
So basically running out, okay. Pretty sure a lot of us can agree with you on that. My third question for you would be, you're put in a situation where you have to try to de-escalate a situation between two fellow colleagues. So let's say SK and Blocka Flocka over there are having an altercation. What would you do in that situation?
The best thing I can do is stay out of it.
Okay. That's one thing, but always make sure that you record and report, just in case you ever have to defend yourself. For example, let's say if Blocka tries to throw you under the bus and say that you were the one that instigated the whole thing. That body cam is going to be your best friend for any situation, whether it's you getting shot at, you outside doing emergencies, or you seeing an altercation between two colleagues, that way that you can defend your name.
Copy that.
And my last question for you would be, what is something that you would like to achieve inside of the medical faction?
Try to get to the highest rank as possible.
Okay, that's good. Thank you for that. Those were all my questions. I'll go ahead and pass it on to Dr. Evelyn.
Thank you. My first question is, when you see a radio check, which macro do you use to reply in the chat? Correct. My second question is, who can spawn the bus?
Honestly, to answer that question, I'm not even 100% sure.
Only. Sir, you can go.
It started with a DCP or something like that.
Yes, it's a DCP or a CP, Deputy Chief Physician or Chief Physician can spawn the bus only. These are my two questions. I'll pass to Blocka Flocka.
Okay, Mr. Calvin, please, can you give us the rules conduction and interview? Can you go down to floor 1 or floor 0?
But I need my green uniform.
Jojo, my first question for you is this. Where are the places you are not supposed to resuscitate patients or players?
Inside
territories,
I believe
outside the hospital, and
I think that's
I could be wrong.
If you
All the places.
Yeah, the outside hospital hospital area. area. Gang Gang territories on the territories Army and the Army base. base. Yeah, I think Yeah, all I those think three all those three places you places can you can do any do any CPR training CPR or training anything or over there. anything over My there. second My second question for you is question for this: you is this: on what day of the on what week day are of we the week supposed are to we spawn the supposed to spawn the bus? bus?
I've asked them that already.
Okay.
Okay.
My question
My
for you is
question for you
this:
is this.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. I think that's all the question I got for you,
Jojo.
Jojo.
Copy.
Copy.
You can ask him a second one blocker to get credit.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
What do you
What do you
understand?
understand? What do you understand?
What do you
What do
understand
you
by
understand
the
by
word
the word
chain of
chain
command?
of command?
You
You
said
said
the order of
the
the chain
order
of
of the chain
command,
of
or
command, or
what are you trying to
what are you
ask
trying
me?
to ask me?
I'm asking
I'm
you what
asking
you
you what you
understand
understand
when it comes to
when we say
when
the
we
chain
say
of
the chain
command.
of
What do you
command. What do you
understand by it?
understand by it?
It's a
It's
ranking
a
system.
ranking system.
All right. So
All right. So
my question
my
for you is
question
this:
for you
Why
is
do you
this: Why do
think
you
it's
think
okay
it's
to
okay
follow the
to
chain of
follow the chain
command
of
in the
command in the
HB?
HB?
Because if we
Because if we
didn't, it would
didn't,
be
it would
all
be all
fucked up and
fucked up and
everything. Pardon
everything.
my
Pardon my
language.
language.
All
If we
right.
didn't have a
If we
chain
didn't
of
have a chain
command,
of
there would be
command, there
no
would be
order.
no order.
All right.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good
that's a
answer.
good
Also, that we
answer.
can have
Also,
a
that we can have a
celebration
celebration
in the
in
HB.
the
Thank
HB.
you, Jojo.
Thank you, Jojo.
Alrighty, Blanca, thank you for your
That's
two
okay.
That's
questions.
okay.
Dr. Honcho, do you have any questions for him?
Yes, sir. If
Yes,
I'm
sir.
not
If I'm not
lagging,
lagging,
my first
my
question
first
would
question
be:
would be:
if
If
you're
you're on
on
your
your
way
way
from
from
your
your
apartment,
apartment,
or
or
say
say
you're
you're
on
on
your
your
way
way
from
from vehicle
vehicle
disposal,
disposal,
and you see a body on the ground, and you're in your personal vehicle, what would you do?
If I'm in my
If I'm in my
personal vehicle,
personal vehicle, I believe
I
I
pick
can't
them up
pick them
or
up or
anything.
anything.
I don't think
I
I'm
don't think
just
I'm
supposed to
just
be in
supposed
my
to be in
personal
my
vehicle.
personal vehicle.
Correct. You
correct.
cannot
You
pick up
cannot
no
pick
one
up
in
no
your
one in your
personal
personal
vehicle, because
vehicle
if you're
because
in your
if you're in your
personal
personal
vehicle, you're
vehicle,
off
you're
the
off
clock
the
at the
clock at the
moment.
moment.
My
My
second
second
question would be:
question would be:
if you're on an emergency call
and you get
and
to the
you get to the
scene,
scene
and gang
and
members
gang
tell
members
you
tell
not to
you not to
resuscitate that
resuscitate
person,
that
and they
person
have
and they
weapons
have
out, what
weapons
would you
out,
do?
what would you do?
Leave.
Leave.
Correct. You
Correct.
always want
You
to have your
always want to
body
have your
cam
body cam
on,
on,
just in case
just
they
in
come
case
and
they
try to
come
say
and try
you
to say
didn't
you didn't
resuscitate them. Let them
resuscitate them.
know
Let them know
that
they had guns
and
out
you was
and you was
threatened.
threatened.
Keep in mind,
Keep in
if you do
mind, if you do
resuscitate that
resuscitate
person,
that person,
either
either
they're
they're
going
going
to
to
kill
kill
that
that
person,
person
or they're going to
or
kill
they're
you
going to
while
kill
you're
you while you're
resuscitating that
resuscitating
person. So
that
you never
person. So
want
you
to put
never want to
yourself
put
in a
yourself in a
life-threatening
life-threatening
situation.
situation.
Copy that.
Copy that.
That's all my two
That's all my
questions.
two questions.
Thank you, Dr. Honcho.
You're
Jojo, that
welcome.
concludes your interview. Before we close this out, do you have any questions for us?
No, sir, I do
No, sir,
not.
I do not.
Alrighty. Thank you guys. Thank you, SK and Blanca, for the shadow. And thank you, Dr. Evelyn, for being my colleague today and helping me train him. That'll be all for today, Jojo.